Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition Rogue Duos. Last time what did we do last time? Did we finish up in the underground dungeon last time? I think that was it. But now we are ready to start instigating this fight outside the Druid's Grove. Now, as I said at the end of last episode, normally I do not allow myself any kind of resets or saves. I just take the dice rolls that I have, the consequences of my actions. But I'm intrigued as to whether we can try siding with the goblins during this fight. So I'm going to try and see if we can't start killing everybody else and see if the goblins will become our friends. As we get our quick save, Astarion's here doing a waterfall. So we get a quick save. We are outside of the range of our sneak attack, so it will have to be a regular attack. And we can't attack over this ledge, it seems. Yeah, we've got the cutscene.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gates!
So traditionally, you're on the side of the tieflings and the druid folk. But I want to know, what happens if we start storming the gate with the goblins? Do the tides of the fight turn? Will the goblins see us as an enemy if we start attacking their foe? Or will they become the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Form a line!
So let the experiment begin. They've all rolled into initiative and we haven't, amazingly, because we are stealthed. So let's see if we can get a sneak attack in. Can I have disadvantage on the target? Why would I have disadvantage? Alright, well, Astarion's in the fight, and he's probably not going to get a turn for ages. And Amunian's in the fight as well. We do get that buff. And over there is Will, one of the other companions you can recruit. Zevlor's going to be the tough part, up there with his magic missiles. But apparently these guys aren't very good at fighting. So we got back round to the top of the action, so we will come in on this round of initiative. Reckless Warcry. Strength increased by 3, armor class reduced by 1. Right, so let's start attacking. I don't know if we're going to be able to sneak attack on most occasions, because this goblin is currently our foe within 5 feet of an ally, but we want to be fighting the other side. Thanks for trying to shove me off a cliff. I appreciate that. Well, nothing's changed yet. We'll keep at it and see what happens. Have they not clearly seen us attacking the druids? It is a bit of a bloodbath though, isn't it? Right, let's target Will, shall we? Oh, come on. With the critical misses. Goblin's still attacking us, so I'm going to guess that this isn't going to go how we might like it to in a flip of who's in charge. And then it could end up with just the two of us having to fight whoever remains of the goblin army. That won't be easy. Will, of course, outfitted with lots of healing potions because he's a player character. Dude, we're shooting your foes. Be my friend.
Tormentor.
Magic missile, so OP. We're just not very good at shooting stuff today. Alright, we'll take the 80% shot. That's a good one. If you could just fall off that cliff for me, that'd be great.
Tormentor.
I want to know how many first level spell slots he has. Seems like a lot. Will is down. Oh. Astarion's having a bad time.
Bigness.
The firebolt nowhere near as effective as the magic missile. Now it looks like we have real problems. So for all of our trying, it seems that we cannot opt into fighting with the goblins, at least at this stage of the campaign. Good shot though. Alright, well, this is going to be a bloodbath. So let's reload and do this fight again really efficiently, but from the other side of the fight. Alright, round 2. We are currently still hiding from the autosave. So if we creep up a little bit, we should be able to start the cutscene without having our position blown when everyone raids in. We will skip the cutscene.
What's going on?
As we just watched this, of course. Form a line! Alright, attempt 2. We have been rolled straight into initiative. That's fine. We'll definitely get a turn on the first go around. And if we hide...
Softer than a whisper.
Who do we want to kill first? Probably this guy who threatens us immediately. Simple. Astarion up next. Of course, our initiatives are going to be quite good because we are dex-based characters, and when you roll an initiative check, you add your dexterity to that. We are going to hide. Now, who do we want to sneak attack? Let's go for foes that we can probably take out in one hit. So let's take out these trackers with their 7 HP. Easy stuff. We'll back away from the ledge a bit. Are we level 2 or level 3 at this point? Yeah, level 2. So once we get to level 3, our sneak attack will increase in damage by another 1d6, which is very exciting. I also wonder what happens if we just sneak around the back and keep moving in that direction, ignoring the rest of this fight completely. Does the game still think that we helped when you get into town and talk to the traders and stuff? Or they be like, oh, you were cowards, you ran away from the fight at the gates. Not a clue. That is why we are not humans or anything else. We are elves, because we cannot be put magically to sleep, which is very important. Especially when you're playing with such a small party. Anyone injured already? We could probably do 9 damage on a sneak attack. %98 chance to hit is very nice. And on a critical, no less. So it shows critical hit twice, because we get critical damage on our hit and critical damage on the sneak attack. Even though they're all part of the same attack action, the game shows it in 2 separate parts, but always under the same roll.
Let's have a little fun.
Let's have the most fun. Oh, we missed one. It's not very fun.
Tormentum!
Zevlor OP. Yeah, they're having a bad day. Will doing his best to keep them alive. We could take this opportunity to try and kill Will, because only 2 heroes may survive. That is the 2 rogues, of course.
I don't need any attention right now.
Let's go after the big horrible baddies first. Damage, absolutely solid. I don't think we actually need to be hiding every time, because these foes are, of course, within 5 feet of Aradin here. But we currently have disadvantage because of how far away we are. If we hide,
The subtle approach.
we now have advantage because we are an unseen attacker, and so it cancels out the disadvantage, so we no longer have disadvantage, so we can sneak attack from the slightly further range. Woof.
Tormentum!
Right, the warg is down. This guy's taken a beating. And they're dead. Oh, 15 hit on will is rough. So,
Out of sight, out of mind.
who are we after now? Cannot have disadvantage. Well, the bugbear evidently isn't close enough to will to count as an ally fighting, but the goblin boss next to them is. Back away from the ledge. Excellent critical miss there.
Into the shadows.
We approve that. Not a good critical miss there. Swings and roundabouts, I suppose.
Ignis!
Very nice, very nice. So, we're obviously not going to be able to save everyone today, because one person has already fallen. But if you are, I think, a folk hero, or maybe a soldier is your background, you do get inspiration for saving everybody in this fight.
Miss this.
But for us, that's not such a large concern.
Now they see me.
So this is the only bad guy left. And we miss.
Tormento!
God, he's a nimble one. But they are down. So everyone else heals up, retreats inside. That's basically the AI's version of a short rest. They just kind of do it at will when
On my way.
fights are over. We can pick through whatever bits and pieces we want here from the dead that are not our prior allies. Allies, not alloys. That would be considered stealing, and that's not cool. But we can take the other scrolls and bits and pieces, especially because we now have an opportunity to sell stuff once we get into the village. The goblin bows only do 1d6 damage, so they're no improvement to us.
One step at a time.
Make sure we do avoid the stealing. These are the gloves of power, but if we do not have the mark of the absolute, then the benefit of the gloves of power will also inflict a negative on us. So, not something for our use right now. A is for Azuth and other gods. I don't think we need to be reading such tales right now. And we get some gold, and the gates are opened for us. So we can march on in. And then we see Zevlor here. Apparently, we cannot interact with Zevlor. Seems like a bug and not a feature. It would be bizarre if we couldn't interact with anybody. Hopefully we can interact with Aaron the Trader here once we get past this quick save. No, we can. I thought my fears were going to become true.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met, and thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
I would like to see what you're selling.
Some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Right, I prefer the barter screen than the trade screen. Right, we have heaps of weapon and armor and spell scrolls that we cannot cast. So, let's start with the easy stuff.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does.
Alright.
Choose strangers over us.
We're not proficient in scimitars, so they can go. Even though they are light finesse, apparently we're just not proficient, so we need short swords over scimitars. That's fine. So that's 319 gold. He has enough gold to pay in cash for that. But what else do we want? We want all the healing potions, no doubt. I'd like most of these fancy arrows. They basically come in 2 tiers of quite cheap and incredibly expensive. So we'll get all the cheap ones. We're definitely not going to be using the Watcher's Guide as a martial weapon. Then, Scroll of Inflict Wounds we cannot cast. Bane, I don't think we can cast. Protect from Good and Evil. Obviously, right now we have no spell casting. I'm thinking about what might be to come in the future. But that's a level 3 problem for us to consider. +1 light armor would be great, but it costs 1380, which is quite a lot. So, I think we'll start here. Astarion, how are you doing for stuff? Not nearly as much stuff, but enough nonetheless. Alright, with that done, we definitely don't want this long sword. So between the party, we have 845 gold now. Not enough for any of the particular magic items we might want desperately. But enough that we can now go around picking more stuff up off the ground if we wish.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
So that's going to be all for the experiment at the gates and the selling of our trinkets. I'm going to cut this one short because it is my birthday today and I'm getting some early recording done before other festivities occur. So I will leave you there, but tomorrow we will be back with something else, I'm sure. Otherwise, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.